McCann, left side. Gunnar Henderson, monster shot. The Orioles have the lead. It's a home run for JT Realmuto.
Guys, I don't even know what to say. Big League Bucks, guys.
The story of Mickey. If I really want to tell this story right, this story dates back to 2022 when Big League Bucks was about to be formed and my good buddy sent me Drake Carter's number from Carter's Big Island. I originally had no intention of doing any deer hunting with Carter's Big Island, but I called Drake up and I said, man, we'd love to come in and duck hunt, and we're starting a show. And Drake was the nicest guy you could imagine. He said, you know what? You guys can come in and get some footage and hunt with us and show off the awesome duck hunting we have, and it'll be a blast. I happened to just text Drake one day because I thought, you know, they got a lot of duck properties. I wonder if they have any deer properties. And we just kind of kept in touch and kept talking. He said, you know what? Here's some properties that you can go on, you can scout, you can figure out how you want to hunt them, and you have our permission. And I thought, wow, Big Island Bucks, that's going to be the name. So there was one 77-acre tract right on the Neosho, and it had 2 bends in it. And it didn't look like a lot, but I know how it goes in Kansas. If you find the right spot, you don't need a lot of land. So I scouted that spot and I loved it. And honestly, I mowed a little section in the central part of the property where I could come and enter from the east. One thing that I'm really big on is I don't like to spook deer. So a big part of that is being able to get in and out of your spot without alarming them. So we got a lane mowed here, and then I'm gonna cut right up in here and get into the back of my blind without a deer being able to see me or smell me. I really wasn't thinking that I was gonna hunt that very much until the pre-rut. Because it was on the river and because it didn't seem like it had a ton of timber, that was kind of my thought. I'll be able to get a bunch of does in there, get a food plot in there, and I'll save it for then. But like I always do, I put a camera out, planted the food plot in there, and I remember looking at my phone, checking my Tacticam, and the biggest 7-point I'd ever seen in my life shows up. Of course, he's in velvet. You know how deer are in velvet. They show up, they're regular, they make you think you're gonna kill them opening day, and then they shed their velvet and they disappear. Or you hunt them one time and they're gone. So I hadn't got my hopes up just yet. I was just watching the cameras, but as the summer went on, all the way through August, he was daylighting 4 to 5 times in the afternoon every day. Sometimes at 4:30, sometimes at 5:30. So I started thinking, this deer is bedded close. So we get on our way to Kansas. I'm checking the weather the whole time. The rain keeps getting pushed back, which is not what I wanted. I wanted the rain to stop or to start at night. I didn't want it to start, you know, right when deer would be moving, right around 6 o'clock. So I actually got set up in the blind, started waiting on Mickey. We saw some deer.
Felt like we got in here pretty clean. So now it's just a matter of sitting and waiting. We're all gonna get real set up. Come on, Mickey.
And then the rain just started pouring at about 6 o'clock. I told my cameraman, I said, man, let's just get out. You know, let's get out while there's no deer in front of us. I don't want to spook this deer. I don't want him to come in at last light, and then I've ruined it for the whole year. So I had mowed a lane coming in and out from the back of the blind. So the way it was set up is I was a little bit above the food plot in a ground blind, and I could get out the back on this mowed lane without any deer really detecting me. So I jumped out before any deer came in there at last minute, got in the truck, went out. Well, looking at the weather, still going to be cool on September 12th. The sun was going to come out, and it just looked like a Mickey kind of day.
Green is gonna be the ticket.
Let's just go kill him and see what happens. It is September and the bugs are out. People are like, oh man, I don't want to hunt with all them bugs. Well, I don't either, but I also want to hunt. It's just too much fun to hunt. We get in there, real early. I tuck in the ground blind. We got the thermocell going because it's, you know, it's still right on the river. The mosquitoes are bad.
This is our second hunt in Kansas. It's day 2 of the bow opener. I can't see us hunting again for a while. I hate pressuring deer, but this deer is just so dadgum consistent that today honestly feels like one of the days that I get in daylight. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, you know how big deer are. He may have moved off the property, but I don't know that for sure.
And I remember at about 6:30, I was looking through the mesh of the blind, and all I could see was a rack. I couldn't really get the detail, but my cameraman had the perfect look at him. So I glanced over at him like this, and his eyes got like this big. And I'm like, dude, is that Mickey? And he's like, it's a really good deer. And so I peeked through the blind and I knew as soon as that deer came across the river, it was Mickey.
Oh my god. Dude, I smoked him. I don't think he made it across the river. Dude, I smoked him. Oh my gosh. I have no cell service. I can't call anybody. We gotta play that footage back. Dude, I smoked him, right? We gotta play back up. We're gonna go to the truck and we're gonna look at the footage. Dude, he's just right there, right? I heard him fall, I swear. I swear, he's just telling. Dude, the shot was money, right?
Oh, dude. Butter.
Carter's Big Island.
What's up, man?
You already know. He came from that northeast. I think I heard him like drop down in the river. Not, well, coming in. So we looked at the footage in the blind. It looks money, but I think I'm gonna give it, I don't know, 45 minutes. I didn't get a pass through, but it looked like I drilled him right where you want to. I'm looking back at it and I can't even believe I killed that deer. It was such a special deer. We got him officially scored. He ended up being 154 and 7/8. Special thanks to Rusty Johnson for taking the time to score that deer for me. He had 26 and 27-inch main beams. It was surreal to walk up on that deer because you just don't see 7 points that are that big. It was literally like killing 170, 180-inch 10. So I feel very blessed to have gotten the opportunity. I can't thank Drake and Roy enough for giving me the opportunity to come in, scout, and hunt, and it'll be a hunt I never forget.
Guys, I don't even know what to say. Here we are at Carter's Big Island. We just found the deer. We're gonna try to drag him out and get a little bit better footage of him. This is an unbelievable 7-point. I don't even know what to say. I can't believe he came in. I can't believe it worked out the way that it did. Big league bucks, big league 7 points. We named him Mickey Mantle because he's a mainframe 7, but he's actually got 8, 9, I think he's gonna have 10 scoreable. So, man, I'm so appreciative. We're gonna drag it out and get some more light. Drake and Roy gave me permission, and guys, I'll tell you what, they have some premier duck hunting. But not only do they have premier duck hunting, look at this. They got the genetics, they got the bucks, and they're huntable. I can't think of them enough. Big league bucks, guys.